Okay, I've talked about the eye before and the hanger and how it affects the eye. And like I say, there's a lot of people that think with this running directly under the eye here that it affects the horse's vision. And it doesn't, because that's just not how their eye works. It doesn't, they can't see right here anyway. So it doesn't, being right under there like that, when everything's adjusted properly, that's where it should fit, right under there like that. The only way it really can have any effect on it at all is you've got your little eye whiskers around here. And sometimes with a super sensitive horse, it's touching those eye whiskers and causing them to be affected. But anyway, if that's the case, then fine. But a lot of people, because they think it affects their vision, they take and they tie a string here and run it under the jaw and pull it down like that. Well, that, you can just watch how I do that. That really affects the way my Hackamore hangs. It really affects the action of my Hackamore. So now that I've done that, now I have to readjust it to get it back where I want. So it kind of fouls up the mechanics of a Hackamore. So I don't care if it sits up here. That's where it's supposed to sit. These little, I call them rattles. Different people call them different things. But these little rattles, and this one here too, those are by design. And a lot of times you won't see one right here. That was put there just because this Hackamore rides the way it does, because it's so light and because it's the dimensions of it. Others don't necessarily have this one here. That's not because that broke and that was a bunkhouse fix. That was by design. But these are by design too. And what they do is they make the Hackamore hang in such a way so that it doesn't get up here, so that it can't get up there in the eye. They make it hang just so. You'll see, especially master Hackamore makers, they'll put more or less of these little rattles depending on the weight and the diameter and the function, just the way that Hackamore sits. They'll put more or less of these little rattles so that way it will hang properly. Those are by design. They're not just to be pretty. You take one like this, where this is a bunkhouse design. I took mule tape and I've just got it doubled over there to make a hanger. And the reason I did that is because I was riding a variety of horses in this Hackamore that were pretty tough to get on, and I like to cheek a horse, grab them by the cheek piece and pull their head around to get on, and I dang sure didn't want it to break. So I took off the original hanger that had those rattles and put that on. This gonna fit you? Well, I'm not gonna fight with it too much for this. But see this one, and I don't have everything adjusted correctly, but this one, because it doesn't have those rattles in there, it will come up there around the eye. And so that's why I have a brow band on it, because that brow band, when I pull it tight, will pull it down away from the eye. So if you jerry rig something like I have done here, you need to jerry rig a brow band for it too. If it's got the rattles that it's designed to have, Stan, get back down, she says. If it's got the rattles that it's designed to have, it shouldn't do that. And if it is doing that still, you need more rattles in there. So if you don't know how to put rattles in, find somebody that does and put a few more rattles in. And 90% of the time that'll take a hanger that's riding up here and pull it down there where it belongs. And you don't need that jaw rope. And it looks silly. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.